Hey guys, this week's video is dedicated to all our brothers and sisters in the land of Israel. I hope you had an amazing and inspirational and happy Pesach. Now we're back in the thick of things. Next week is First Friday. In 2 weeks is Lag BaOmer. Stay tuned. We have a new course starting in May, so thank God lots going on, Baruch Hashem. This week's Torah portion is Parshat Shemini. Shemini literally means the number 8. This week's Torah portion starts off on the 8th day. The 8th day of what? Well, after the Jews completed building the tabernacle, Moshe does what we would call a practice run. For 1 week, every day he goes through the service, but it's to show his brother Aaron, who's going to be the high priest, and the other priests, how it's done. But the consecration of the tabernacle, that's on the 8th day. That's when it's for real. That's when it's really open. That's when the divine presence, when God himself comes and rests on the tabernacle. Numbers in Judaism always have great significance. Take the number 7. 7 plays a huge role in Judaism. 6 days of creation, 7th day is Shabbat. The sabbatical year is every 7 years. Leading time 7 is to the Jubilee. You have 7 weeks of Sfirat HaOmer. You have, biblically, the holidays of Passover and Sukkot are also 7 days. In Chassidus and Kabbalah, 7 represents the natural order of things. It represents the ultimate within the framework of the natural world. 8, on the other hand, that's transcendent. That represents going beyond nature. And that's why the consecration of the tabernacle, it happened on the 8th day. Because what happened that day was truly transcendent. God coming into this world. God's divine presence resting, the fusion of the physical and the spiritual, that was transcendent. Anything in Judaism that has to do with the natural order of things is the number 7. Shabbat's the 7th day of the week. It all has to do with the natural cycle. But anything within Judaism that has to do with miraculous, with transcendence, that's the number 8. Take Brit Milah. The circumcision happens on the 8th day. Why the 8th day? The 8th day, that's because it's representing our relationship with God. It's not logical, it's not rational. Our relationship is not 7, it's 8. It's transcendent, it's miraculous. It's not normal, our relationship with God. We having a relationship with God is truly transcendent. Then you have 8 days of Hanukkah. But even think about on Sukkot, the 8th day, it's not Sukkot, it's a separate holiday called Shemini Atzeret. For the first 7 days of Sukkot, they brought sacrifices in the time of the temple, representing all the nations in the world. But on Shemini Atzeret, just one, representing our relationship with God. Again, that transcendent relationship that is not rational, super rational, represented by the number 8. Even think about the number itself, right? The symbol for infinity is an 8 on its side, right? That constant loop. 8 is transcendent. The last day of Pesach, Achron Shel Pesach, is a day focused on Mashiach. Again, a time when the world will be transcendent, when transformative, and will be this utopia. As Jews, we have the number 8 within us. We live in a world that is run by the number 7. But we are not bound by those rules alone. We also have our 8. Because we're Jews and we have this relationship with God, we said in the Haggadah, B'chol over there, every generation they try to destroy us, but we're still here. Why? Because of that relationship, that number 8 relationship with God, the miraculous relationship. So whenever you come up against something and you feel like, according to the natural order of things, such and such is supposed to happen. You're not bound by that. You have the number 8 within you. We have a part of us that is not bound by the laws of nature. That's the number 8. That's our relationship with God. Shabbat Shalom.